So guys, we want to be analyzing gold in this video, probably gold and NASDAQ and US30, or gold and gold, NASDAQ and US30. But like, let's catch up real quick. So guys, I drew a line over here on this high right here. So make sure you draw a line right here, right? And then I draw a line. This is not even like, this is like a double, inverse head and shoulders. So I draw a line on this inverse head and shoulders. So this is shoulder, head, and shoulder, right? So on the other shoulder, this shoulder, I draw a line. And then from there, I drew a trend line starting from here, connecting with this low right here. Let me just show you. Yeah. Connecting with this low right here, and I just drew a trend line like this. And then for the high trend line, you have to connect this low right here with this low right here, and then you take it up, right? And then now what we need to find is our low. Me, I usually respect the touches, guys. Me, I usually respect the touches. What I mean by that is when I respect the touch, let me fix this real quick. Oh no, the golden hour is not golden hour. Okay, yeah, what I mean by that, guys, we have a touch over here, right? So this is actually a valid touch. So I'm gonna draw a line right there, just right here, guys. I'm gonna just draw a line. Let's just wait for a couple of seconds. And then while we wait, I just want to explain something. These touches are very important to me, you know? So instead of finding out that this is my current lowest point, I rather make this one my current lowest point. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's just draw a line right there. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I think we're back. Let's just draw a line right there, guys. Just like that. Now you have your current lowest point. It's time to cater our playground, right? So draw your support. Your supply and demand, guys. Draw your supply, then draw your demand. Just like this, guys. Make sure it's like this. Now we have our playground, and in our playground, in our diagonal and vertical playground, you can actually see, in our diagonal and horizontal playground, you can actually see we actually have to buy. Let me show you what I mean. So this is our diagonal playground, right? And right now we have to touch over there at the top, right? So what I'm gonna say is, this is our wait. This is our horizontal trend line. This is our horizontal lines. By that I mean our support and resistance, or supply and demand. We have to play inside there. You know what I'm saying? So right now we in the top, right? And we always sell on a support. We don't buy. We always sell on a resistance. We don't buy. Let's go down to our 4-hour time frame. Let's go down to our 4-hour time frame. Okay. What do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have here, girl? Me, I see sales, guys. Right now we're in our supply, right? And when like the market is supplying, it usually sells. You know? So if it's a supply, it's a sell. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you just learn that. Right now our mission is to find a trend line. So I'm gonna just make something. I want to make adjustments if I can. You know what I'm saying? If I can make adjustments, I want to make adjustments. So no adjustments. Okay, let's just zoom into this, because this is our main focus right now. We already catered the half of our playground. Now we're playing here at the top on our other half of the playground. So let's just find a trend line. If we can't find a trend line, we have to move into our 1 hour time frame. But then since we can't find the trend line, I wouldn't say I would draw a trend line if the market is looking like this. I gotta zoom in and check what's really going on. So right now I'm gonna just draw my current lowest point, which is right here. Right? Oh wait. So I'm gonna just draw my current lowest point right there, right? And for now, I'm gonna draw my my previous highest point, which is right here. Now we have our playground, right? Let's just move into our 1 hour time frame so I can find a trend line and see where the market is really going. Is it buying or selling? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Okay, let's just fix this to here so our trend line can make sense. And I'm gonna just start my trend line from here and then just let me just draw it. I'm gonna just start my trend line from here and then go up like this. Now I know we have to retest our trend line. So this didn't count as a retest. Gold might buy until this high right here. You know what I'm saying? Because usually when gold breaks out, it has to retest way back. Not here, right? Or see, it's a breakout and retest. No, it has to break out and retest way back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you should know that. That's how I got the buy today. Ugh. So guys, this is what we have. Let me show you real quick. This is what we have. Draw your your support, and then draw your resistance. Now that we catered our support and resistance, you can actually see that we came from a resistance, we go into a support. And once we reach that support, there are possibilities we might break above this support, come back down to retest, making it a resistance before we shoot for more buying opportunity, retesting for the trend line, retesting to the trend line before we come back down. Let me show you what I mean. So I see the market buying like this, breaking this support, right? Coming back down to retest, or even not. The market is straightforward sometimes. And then retesting our trend line before we get selling opportunities, because the market broke our trend line, right? Obviously we are expecting sales until here. It has to fill in the trend line, but when we don't know, all we know is the market is buying right now to retest. So I must say it's a sell on gold. It's a sell on gold, guys, but not here, right here, after this whole movement thingy. Just like this. Put my stop loss down there and my take profit all the way down here. All the way down here. For now, until we break below this. And then we retest and then we go down. But then this is the direction of gold, guys. This is what I have of gold. Let's go to NASDAQ. NAS100, yeah. So while we wait, I feel like where I'm at, the network is too slow. The Wi-Fi is very slow. I'm too far from the Wi-Fi and I can't like move close. But I have to make a plan. I'll always make a plan. You know, you prayed for content, better content. This is better content. So I have to fix things like this, you know what I'm saying? But then this is what we have on NASDAQ. Let me just find the right NASDAQ. It's actually, I use Black Bull. So this is the one, guys. Black Bull. So guys, let me just plug you with XNAS. XNAS actually, I use XNAS because XNAS is the best broker to grow a small account. I see many of you guys like growing small accounts. So I feel like XNAS is the best broker to grow your small account. If you want to join XNAS, just go click in the link down below and start your small account journey. I'll explain it in a better way, in a better video. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a video I will be dropping soon whereby I teach people how to grow a small account. So if you want to be part of that, make sure you click the link down below, and once the video drop, you are already ready for any action. You know what I'm saying? You watch and you do. But right now, let's check out NASDAQ. So NASDAQ, what do we have? NASDAQ, let's find our highest point, which is right here. This is actually our current highest point. I wouldn't call it a support anymore. I'll call it a supply. This is actually our supply, right? And then move back to your daily time frame, which is the 24 hours, right? Okay, if you are new to this channel, you should, if you are a regular in this channel, you should know that we always cater this low, this double bottom right here. This double bottom right here is important, because check, we had a double bottom, and check the movement after this double bottom, you see. So that's why I always like cater this double bottom, because I feel like this double bottom is very important to mark it as your low. You know what I'm saying? So draw that, and then from this high right here, I always connect it. Like if it's a double bottom and it's the lowest low I catered, I always choose the highest one. I don't know if you know what I mean, because I can't explain very clearly. I only do that once I'm using my hand. Like when I do this, when I explain like this, everything just be easy for me to explain. I don't know why. You gotta search it yourself if you wanna know. But then this is our daily time frame, and remember what I said about the touches. So we have a touch over here, let's just draw a line, and then we have a touch over here, let's just draw a line. So now your chart looks like this, right? So all you need to do is just draw your supply. Wait, just draw your supply just like this, and then draw your demand just like this, guys. And now move down to your 4-hour time frame. You know, sometimes I enjoy analyzing NASDAQ. To be honest, NASDAQ and gold, I enjoy analyzing these two because it's very clean and simple. You know what I'm saying? So we have a line here. Obviously this line is important because we have a touch over here, we have a touch over here, we even have a touch over here. So I would say my trend line will start there. My trend line will start on this low right here. So let me just draw a line going like this, right? Check. And then from here you just, which one is our highest? This one. Okay, let me just draw a line like this. This is how you cater a good trend line, guys. So in the daily time frame we saw buys, guys, and in the in the daily time frame we have a gap on the top of our trend line, right? So obviously we need to fill in this gap right over here, and now we just drew our trend line in the 4-hour time frame, and I would say it's a buy because we still have to fill in this gap. You know what I'm saying? So check the gaps, guys. The gaps are important. Check the gaps are important. But then you always need to repeat what you did in the highest time frame. So in the highest time frame we cater trend lines. After catering trend lines, we have to find our current lowest point, which is right here, guys, our touch. And then we have a touch over here. I just draw a line on this touch right here, on this touch right here, just draw a line. And now we have something like this. Let's just draw a line right there. This is our support, right? A very far support, but it's still a support. And then this is still our support right here. We're actually breaking it down. I don't know if you see, we are actually breaking it down, zooming in and breaking it down. You know what I'm saying? So That's how I roll. That's how I roll, guys. But now we need to fill in this gap. But we can't be so sure. We need to check what is the 1 hour time frame is doing. You know what I'm saying? Because in the daily time frame, you can see buys. And in the 4 hour time frame, you can still see buys. But in the 1 hour time frame, it's showing you sells. Which one are you gonna choose? That's a question you need to answer in the comment section. Which one are you gonna choose? Because remember, the daily time frame is not controlled by the 1 hour time frame. But then the 1 hour time frame is powerful because you can actually, if you follow the 1 hour time frame and they finally link up into one direction. For example, the daily time frame is buying, the 4 hour time frame is buying, and the 1 hour time frame is buying. You can actually hold for long-term buys. You know what I'm saying? So you should know. The 1 hour time frame is buying, but I mean the daily time frame is buying, the 4 hour time frame is buying, but the 1 hour time frame is selling. Why are we selling? It's a short-term sell. You should like notice those little things. You know what I'm saying? So draw a line. Draw a trend line like this. We will always draw trend lines to see where the market is really going. Because I'm a trend line user, guys, and other people judge me because they learned a new style of analyzing. Me, if my analysis works, then I'm gonna use it, right? Let's just do this. Bring in front, right? Okay, yeah. Now we have a double top. This is like, I feel like this double top will be respected, but till wait, I don't know. But as you can see, we have a gap right down here. So I feel like the market is actually going to touch our trend line somewhere, and then we push for more buying opportunities. Or if the sales are strong, we are going back down here to take power for the strong buys. I don't know, but right now I see something like this. It's still a sell, but it's a long-term buy, guys. Check the gap. We have to fill in this gap, right? And after touching here, obviously we have to touch over here and over here. So I would say it's a short-term sell and a long-term buy. Monday, when the market opens, for sure it will sell, but during the week it will buy, trust. So long position, I'll wait for the market to come back down here somewhere and then just hold my buys up until up there. You know what I'm saying? This is how you do it, guys. So go back to US30. Now this is the last market we are analyzing, guys. So make sure you listen to what I'm saying and listen very clearly, because I'm not like mumbling anything. I'm saying straight things. You know what I'm saying? So go to your 4 hour time frame and find your highest point. Which is your highest point? Right here, guys. Here's your highest point right here. Right there, right? And actually, your state is actually clean for me to analyze it. If you check, your state is clean for me to analyze. Yeah, right here, guys, on this high right here. Just draw a line there and then go back to your 24 hours, right? Now we have to see what the market is doing the whole week, right? Which one is the greater direction? The greatest direction, I would say it's a buy, because we saw on NASDAQ we still have to buy in the daily time frame. If you still have to buy in the daily time frame, just know that, yeah, the big direction is a buy. Am I in the right path? Well, I want to check. Yeah, I'm in the right path. I chose this low, guys. I don't know why I chose this low, because it created like big movements. After dropping so bad, it created big movements. So I chose this low, and I was like, you know what? Let me just draw a trend line from here and see if it will make sense. Check this out. Boom, it makes sense. We have a touch over here, we have a touch over here, we have a touch over here. I include this touch because the market is not perfect. You know what I'm saying? The market is not perfect. It can show you a weird double bottom, but if it's a double bottom, it's a double bottom. Even if it's weird like this, it's still a double bottom, guys. You gotta know that, because other people will see that and they won't enter, and they'll be like, oh, I missed out on a big trade. Hey, why didn't you enter, my guy? Okay, remember the touches, right? We have a touch over here. I'm gonna just draw a line right here. Since we have a touch over here. I'm gonna just draw a line right there. Since we have a touch over here, now we are on top of this touch, which means, okay, we retested, which means it might cover up this gap. I don't know why I see sells on NASDAQ and I see buys on USDT, but let's just move in to our, oh wait, let's cater our playground. Let's cater our playground like this. And just like this, guys. As I was saying, let's just go down to our 4-hour time frame, because now we have the whole picture, right? Now we have the whole picture. We have a gap over here and we have to fill in that gap over there, right? But what are we doing first before we fill in that gap? What is the market doing first before we fill in that gap? You understand? Now you understand why I actually go down to a 1-hour time frame and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go down to your 4-hour time frame and see what do we have to do first before we fill in this buy gap. This is a very huge buy, but we have to start somewhere. Always we have to start somewhere before we fill in that gap. We can't just like buy. You know what I'm saying? So for USDT, guys, how do you find your trend line in USDT? Let's see. You gotta be smart. Check this out. So we have like a low right here, right? And if you check, if like, let's just draw a line so you can see. If you draw a line on this low right here and try to create a trend line, this is actually a 1-hour trend line. This is actually a small trend line to be in the 4-hour time frame, but it's a perfect trend line, right? But me, I'm looking for a bigger trend line. In case we break this trend line, I want to see where are we reversing somewhere here, right? So let's just delete this. We're gonna draw it in the 1-hour time frame. And I was okay, me, I look for my trend line right here on this low right here. Why this low? Let me show you real quick. To me, it makes sense, guys. Let me just show you real quick. To me, it makes sense when you draw a trend line right here. I don't care about this low right there violating my line, but it's okay. It still came back. We still retested here. So let me just show you it makes sense. If it's not this one, then it's this one. So you gotta pay good attention. You gotta have an eagle eye. You gotta have a good eye to see this thing, to spot these things. So if ever we are looking for selling opportunities, just know the market is coming somewhere right here, somewhere here. So if we break this small trend line, we are gonna break and fill it in. You know what I'm saying? But though I want this touch. Let me see if I add this touch. Let me see if I add this touch. What am I getting? Okay, yeah, it makes sense like this because we have a line over here, and if the market reverse and retest here, yeah, it still makes sense. I say it makes sense, man. Yeah, okay. I'm going for this one. I'm choosing this one. This one is right. And then from this high right here, right, just draw a line going like this. Just draw a line going like this. Just like this. And not to be like confused and stuff, this is our support, right? And this is our other support, right? And this is our other support. Oh, right here. Let me just do this right here, like this. So if ever we break this trend line, we either come in here or here, or even here. That's why I always include the touches, because I know you can easily draw a trend line on every touch. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we have on USDT. Let's just zoom in and see what do we have on NASDAQ. Right now I still see buys, guys, because in the 4-hour time frame we still have to fill in this gap, right? So we still have a gap in the 4-hour time frame, but let's see if in the 1-hour time frame there's something fishy there, you know. Let me just fix this to here. And then just bring this one forward. Bring in front, yeah. Then just bring this one forward too. Just bring in front. Yeah, just like this. So you can easily see we have a trend line right here, right? So this is actually the 1-hour time frame. Other people can actually use this for scalping. The 1-hour time frame, you can use it for scalping, guys, if you want to be a scalper. Me, I'm a swing. I always like to enter and just relax, you know, and check my trades when time passes by. But then USDT is showing me buys. We have a gap. We still have a gap. Even in the 1-hour time frame, guys, we still have a gap. We still have a gap. But then I included this touch because it makes sense to me. Check this out. We bought, right? And then we retested this trend line, went up again, retested this trend line before we break, and then retested the trend line, and then just, you know, it makes sense. You see, it makes sense. So now we are going up and down, as you can see. Down, up, down, up, down. Where's our up? No, there's no up. So obviously we have to have a touch over there. So now I can easily say it's a buy on USDT. I don't know why I see sales on NASDAQ. Maybe it's short-term sales. Just like I said, short-term sales, long-term buys. You know what I'm saying? So, but then this is what we have on USDT. Let me just show you real quick. If ever it's time to enter trades, right? Because we have a double bottom. I mean, I'll call this double bottom. I don't care about this week, but we have a double bottom. But then if ever your trading time knocks, my trading time is about 3:30 or it's 3 o'clock here. 3 o'clock, it's somewhere there. That's my trading time. So 3 o'clock, when 3 o'clock knocks, I'll check if the market is above this resistance right here. If the market is above this resistance, I'll just buy, and then it will come back down and retest, and then shoot for more buying opportunities, filling in our trend line, making our trend line make sense. But if 3:30 knocks and you still below this line right here, this resistance right here, if you're still below this resistance right here, just know that it's a change of direction. It's actually following NASDAQ. So it won't mind mising this touch, you know. It won't touch there until we synchronize with NASDAQ. I don't know what I just said, but yeah, I hope you guys understand. So this is what we might have if ever everything goes sideways, right? Because breakouts are very important. If ever we have a breakout, just know it's a buy. If ever we didn't have a breakout, just know it's a sell, because it failed to break out, and the time is now. Like, your trading time is now, and it still didn't break out. Obviously you have to sell, right? Because that's the direction it might take, or it will take, because it failed to do it. So now it has momentum. It won't break still. So obviously it's a sell. So I'll take my sells right here. Because right now we're still above, we're still below this line right here. And then I'm gonna just keep my take profit so low. So on this low right here, just there, before we break below the slidings. But then this is what we have on USDT, guys. I see sales on USDT. I see sales on USDT because we haven't break below this line right here, but the major direction is a buy, guys. The major direction is a buy right now, because I am analyzing. I see sells for the moment, right, until the market opens, and then we actually see what's the true direction of the week. But then this is what we have for you guys. This is what I have. Please make sure you subscribe and share it to your friends and family and even neighbors, because we want to see each other grow, right? And just like I said, I'll keep you updated on my video, the video that's coming on how to grow a small account. And make sure you are ready to be to participate in that challenge. Just go down and check out my link, the broker that I'm using. You're right, just click on that link and be ready. I'll be finding 500, only just 500, guys. Only just 500. Sorry about that. It's not 500, it's 500. But then it's your boy, it's your mentor Curtis the Snipe, signing out.